BeyondGymWalls.com. This is William, guys. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. Want to holler at you for a second about PNF Stretching, and what that stands for is proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. It's a mouthful. Probably the only $2 word that I remember from college that actually I took home, basically. Anyways, what PNF is just a more aggressive way of stretching. It's known as contract relax stretching or buddy stretching. You can kind of look at it in a few different areas. What I'm going to talk about is very briefly touch on the benefits of it, how to do it, and what areas in the body you can do it with, where is it's best at, and kind of some history behind it on how it works. Basically, PNF stretching compared to normal stretching, what happens is when you kick your leg up on a table and you reach down and touch your toes, there's natural sensory things that happen in your body and in that leg that actually contracts the muscle as you're stretching it to prevent tearing, and that's just your body's natural way of doing things. So if you think about it, if you deadlift a crap ton of weight, you're at 400 pounds, you're deadlifting that, that's a lot of load in your hamstrings, a lot of load in your legs, your back, a lot of different areas on your body that's taking a heavy load. So just kicking your leg up on a table or chair and reaching down and trying to touch your toes and calling that stretching is far from what you should be doing, okay? What PNF does is it kind of, in a way, it takes you to that point where you're stretching, and when you contract, that's when that body, or that muscle group that you're trying to stretch almost relaxes as the agonist or the antagonist muscle. Let's say you're stretching your hamstring, okay? So you're stretching it out, and then I go into a contract position to where now I'm relaxing. Now I'm going to push against a band or my buddy who's holding my leg back. I'm going to push against that, contract. That's almost going to allow that leg to relax a little bit more, and then when you hold that for a few seconds and then go back into the stretch, that's where the PNF comes in. You're almost, in a healthy way, forcing your body or forcing your leg into a further stretch position safely and comfortably. It's not something that you're aggressively trying to break through and end up tearing. You're actually, this PNF allows your body to say, hey, hang out, it's okay, we're going to take you a little bit further than what you're used to, but you're going to benefit in the end, okay? That's kind of the way I can kind of put it. How I usually do it and what I usually prescribe to people is a 10 by 30 for 3 to 4 sets. And when you think of sets, it's not one set, okay, take a break, 2 sets, take a break. It's something more long. It's a progressive, never ending until you get to the 4th set, okay? So how this works, so I'll get into position again, the hamstrings, for example. I'll lay on my back and I'll say I'll have a buddy with me, okay? So I'll have my leg not straight out, but slightly bent. I'll have him push my leg forward, so I'm bringing my toe to my head, or to my toes to my head, and he's stretching my hamstring out. When he says, okay, go, contract, for 10 seconds, what I'm going to do is I'm going to push against his resistance. So he's going to hold my leg back, and I'm going to push against that. Count to 10 seconds. As soon as you get to 10 seconds, he's going to stop pushing against you. You're going to stop pushing against him, and you're going to relax the leg and allow him to take your leg a little bit further back than normal. You'll be able to do this. It's not something that's going to be like you feel like your leg's about to blow up because you're pushing too far. But because of that contract, when you come to that relaxed state, your body's going to allow you to go a little bit further than last time, okay? So you've done one, contract, relax, that's one, count to 30 seconds, so you're going to hold that static stretch where he's not trying to add resistance. You're going to hold that for 30 seconds. Once 30 seconds is up, you're going to go back into a contracted state. You're pushing against him. He's giving you resistance. Your leg is pretty much contracted and trying to put force towards his body. You relax, 30 seconds, second, third, 4th set. Once you get to that 4th set, switch legs, do it again, run through this maybe 2 or 3 times depending on how much time that you have, and it's going to be a really good situation for you. Another way you can do it by yourself, and not everyone has a buddy to work out with. Sometimes it's kind of weird if you've actually seen someone in a hamstring PNF situation. Very awkward unless you're weird, but it's not that bad really. The second thing is if you have some bands, okay? And this is probably one of the best things you could ever have in your arsenal of random gym stuff for mobility and stuff. What you can do with bands is you actually put the band around the bottom of your foot. You bend your knee, bring your knee towards your chest, so I'm on my back. I have my band over my foot, and I'm pulling my knee into my chest. Now, my knee will be probably at around, I don't know, 90 degrees, maybe a little bit, a larger degree than that, or an angle than that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push my knee, I'm going to hold that band and hold my foot towards me, and I'm going to push my knee out through that angle. So I'm going to try to actually straighten my leg out. What that's going to do is apply tension and apply that stretch in your hamstring. Again, you're going to go into 30 seconds of that static hold. And then what you're going to do is you're going to pull against that band, so you're trying to bring your leg back closer to your chest. As you're contracting and as you're trying to apply a force against your resistance, you're going to hold that for 10 seconds. As soon as 10 seconds is up, you're going to go back into your 30-second static stretch where you're just kind of holding it there, but you're going to pull a little bit further every time, okay? So by the time you get to that fourth set, you should be able to pull that leg a good amount better than you did the first time you did it. That's how PNF works, okay? So try this out. You can do it again with the buddy. You can do it with bands. You can do it with a jump rope, with some cord, whatever you have around your house. Just try it out. Focus mainly on PNF stretching. Try to stay away from your typical, let's bend down, touch our toes, cross our legs over, stretch the hamstrings out. Foam rolling and PNF is the best stuff for you. Okay, so try it out. Got any questions, leave a comment here on the video. Check out the link below for more videos over at the blog. See you guys later.